Hi guys, I'm gonna do a week in the life this week. It is Halloween and we are dressed up as our principal. I'm going to be putting on my gray mustache as well. He loves these fishing shirts and St. Louis Cardinals. This was a Boston hat, so he would no, he doesn't do Boston. Lila is homesick and I'm devastated for her. She's devastated. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get today. So that's why I'm gonna do a week in the life. So good luck to all the teachers on Halloween. Who decided that was a Monday? Let me see you. Oh my gosh, my mustache. Welcome to 5th grade. Aren't you glad you're here? He's so glad. Are you ready?
Back no way, so we all gon' get it. Yes, I walk in, dripping, I got them locked in. I got all the plays, I ain't even in your top 10. Cool, I be flowing like a waterfall, shining like an autumn.
All right, so I'm working on an anchor chart. I usually keep my genre focus on my big doors, and so I have my realistic fiction, folktale, expository, narrative nonfiction, and I go with like what descriptions they give me in our curriculum, and then I have Joey make it artistic, and then I find some color copies of some examples because I feel like that is super powerful because they can identify those pretty quickly. And so right now I am working on our poetry one, which is our genre focus, and my Mr. Sketch markers I always use for these, and the big post-it ones that can they're super sticky, which I love, and they just stick to my door or my wall. So I super love these. I will have these on my Amazon storefront, and also my favorite Silly Sense and Mr. Sketch markers. Oh, today was a day. I don't know about you or how your Halloween was at school, but it was, as expected, crazy. It was fine though. We had a pep rally at the end to vote on the best costumes and stuff like that. It was fun, but I'm glad it's over. Tomorrow, we have a big group from the state coming to visit our school and into our ELA classes. So that means my class. And so I'm already prepared for it. I am not going to be doing a dog and pony show, like legit going on as usual, and just looking at my slides one more time and the curriculum. We're gonna be using another Trifold, which we did last time with our literature anthology, the story in our textbook. And I've been really enjoying these. They're kind of like brochures, but they have our essential question in them. And we got them on TPT by Alex Tejero, I think so. Man, I look rough. So we're gonna be using that tomorrow, analyzing our poem, and just looking at my slides one more time. And then I'm gonna head home and nurse my little baby girl and maybe go get her a present, because I just feel so bad that she's not gonna be trick-or-treating tonight. Maybe we can, I don't know, drive around the van and bring up the bag. I don't know. We're gonna have to make do, but I will catch you guys up tomorrow. I just want to get tomorrow over with. That's all. And I'll explain more about that tomorrow as well. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. How many times can I say tomorrow? It is now Tuesday afternoon and it is the end of the day. What was the day? So today was the big day where a lot of people from the state were going to come and visit some of our classrooms, one being mine. So we had groups of like 10 come in for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And so it wasn't as stressful as I thought. At the very beginning, my health was kind of, I guess, triggered by stress. And so I got sick. And after that, I was able to pull it together. I prayed, Jesus, just get me through it. And he did. And I think it went well. I feel like the kids did a good job, and they were, we went as business as usual. So it wasn't like we were changing anything up. So yeah, I just didn't pick up my camera very often today, so I will probably pick up a lot more tomorrow because I am ready to go home and just rest. Glad that I got that over with. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, it is actually Wednesday at the end of the day and I'm already home. Look at that pile of laundry that we need to fold. And then look, anytime I get really bad allergies and my nose runs, like it gets so red, I feel like Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. That's so cool, so cool. Love that for me. I haven't been feeling great, but I don't know about you, but your school, but ours is dropping like flies. Students and staff, like flu has been unbelievably rampant and early. I feel like it's like just November and it's flu, which I feel like is early. Maybe it's not, I don't know. So I don't even know, because like before COVID we would shut down for flu if it's that bad and figure out, you know, sanitize and all that stuff. But I feel like we're past that because like our classes are so small right now and staff, you know, they're homesick or they're taking care of their family members that are sick. It's just everywhere. And then I don't know. I mean, I don't have a fever or anything, so Thanksgiving break. Where are you? So I didn't pick my camera up today because I just didn't feel well and I was just trying to power through. Thankfully it was more of a chill day. I'm gonna chug some Benadryl and go to bed. So comment below if your school is also impacted by the flu. It's crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm exhausted. So I promise I will do better. I am not doing the greatest this week at picking up my camera while I'm at school, but again, we're all surviving at this point and you'd understand, right? You understand? Hope so. Love you guys so much.
Love you guys so much.
Grateful for you and all of your comments. Anytime, message me, email me, comment below. Like, I do this for you guys and for myself. Like, I love it. This is such a good, it is a side job because it does take a lot of work, but I don't see it as that. It's just such a good reliever for me. I enjoy it. I love connecting with other educators. So I'm gonna go to bed now, okay? And I will do better tomorrow at school at picking up my camera. Okay. Bye. So remember when I said I was going to pick up my camera tomorrow? I didn't lie, but I'm obviously not in my classroom today. As you can probably tell in my voice and my eyes, I always can tell sickness when I look in my kids' eyes where I'm like, you're not feeling well. I did not go to work today. Woke up at 1:30 in the morning with a terrible migraine and chills, and I just knew I was sick. And one of the hard things about being a teacher is you can't just call in. You can't just text your boss and say, hey, I'm not coming in today. So I spent an hour and a half trying to make sure that my lesson plans are good to go and emailed them to my team. I have an emergency binder for my subs that have like our callbacks and our schedule and emergency plans and medical information. I already have all of that in the binder, and I'll actually link it right here of the resource that I got on TPT, and it's been a lifesaver. So honestly, all I had to do was edit the lesson plans, and thankfully what we've been doing in math could carry today and tomorrow, because I'm not going to go in tomorrow either. But ELA was a little bit more tricky, and I think that's what took a little bit more time. And I hate being gone. I hate it. The subs do a great job. They really do. It's not even that. It's just being away from my students, giving them that consistency that they need. And, you know, they have a big unit test tomorrow, but you have to take care of yourself first. You really have to take care of yourself. It's like, you know, on the airplane, like if you're going down, like you need to put the oxygen on you, and then on the kids, because I can't be the best teacher for them if I'm not taking care of myself. And I felt it. I felt it last night, but I was like, no, I'm going to take my medicine and just power through. But at 1:30, I was like, there's just no way. Like, my body is screaming at me. And I'm sure some of you have felt the same way. Like I said in the last clip, like, there's so much sickness. There was already going to be a bunch of teachers out today, and I felt that guilt. But thankfully, I have admin that constantly remind us, like, do not feel guilty. Like, you are a human being. It's going to happen. And you have to take care of yourself. And with all of my health things going on, like, I can't push myself to a breakdown to where, you know, I'm in the ER or whatever. So that leads me to a couple of things. One very exciting thing, since I'm sitting here watching Love is Blind. Oh my gosh, do you love Love is Blind? Sorry, I'm on a lot of NyQuil. Like I said, I haven't been asleep since 1:30 in the morning. I did take like a 2-hour nap at 7 a.m., but it wasn't great. So what was I saying? Amazon approved of my storefront. So I now have an Amazon storefront. I cannot tell you how giddy I was when I got the email. And I am now watching my guilty pleasure, Love is Blind, on Netflix. I watched the other 2 seasons, and it's just my guilty pleasure. Like, I don't really watch The Bachelor anymore, so this is kind of like my replacement. So as I'm sitting here waiting for the NyQuil to kick in, I am posting all of the things on my Amazon storefront, especially all of my comfy outfits that I love, because in teaching, you know, it's important to look professional, but it's necessary to be comfortable. Can I get an amen? So I am posting all that, and I'm going to post that to TikTok. So if you're not following me on TikTok, I would love for you to follow me, because I'm going to be posting a lot of things. But I'll also link my Amazon storefront below. I have everything from, you know, my classroom favorites to outfits to self-care to teacher survival, like a lot of things. And it's just been super fun. And then my other thing I wanted to tell you guys about was when I got my MRI last month. Yeah, it was last month, October. They neurologically, that's a hard word to say, especially on NyQuil, neurologically found nothing, which was good news. They did see that I possibly could have severe sinus disease. Didn't even know that was the thing. So I said, well, let's put a pause on that, because I need to figure out what's going on first, and then we can deal with that. We've been monitoring my vitals during my episodes, and unfortunately they're still happening. And my blood pressure goes through the roof, which I thought it would have been the opposite, because I always feel like I'm going to pass out. So I thought it would have been super low, but it goes super high, especially the second number, the diastolic number. And I'm still learning about it. So they've sent me to a cardiologist, and I met with him last week, and he was incredible. Joey and I just had a really good first impression and really felt like he was listening. He did seem stumped at first because my symptoms are all over the place, but they're consistent, very traumatizing. But then he changed his persona, like his countenance changed as soon as we showed him the videos, because Joey's been videoing the episodes. for documentation. And I don't watch them. They're already traumatizing to me when I'm in the episode. I don't want to watch it. So I was in the room, obviously, when he had to view the videos. And so I'm over here crying in the corner, and he could tell that it's just upsetting to me hearing myself go through that. Just his face, like his facial expression, his countenance changed. And he looked at me and he was like, this is bad. And I was like, yeah. And I've been living with it for years. And I just, I was already crying, and I was just saying, like, I'm so tired of doctors telling me they don't know what it is or everything looks fine. And so with the video, he had some things in mind, and so he knew what tests to run for. So I don't know exactly what that means for diagnosis. But I do know the test that he has scheduled for me in later November, so the week of Thanksgiving, is a kidney ultrasound and an echo of the heart, and then blood work, obviously. So although I never want anything to be wrong with my kidneys or my heart, I'm also at the point where I'm like, I hope they do find something, because I can't keep doing this every week. It's not only extremely hard for my body, but it's traumatizing to my children and my husband. And so that's a big health update, since I have unlimited time to talk to you guys, but I'm not going to talk your ear off because I need to rest. But I just wanted to inform you guys of that, because a lot of you have been asking, and I appreciate your thoughts and your prayers and even suggestions. A lot of people are like, no, it's different. I don't want to hear your story. I'm the opposite. I would love to hear your story, or your relative that has gone through similar things. It just helps us feel not so alone. And when doctors keep telling you that everything looks good, you feel alone. And you feel like you're going crazy, and you feel like everybody else thinks you're crazy, which I know that they don't. But we left that appointment pretty hopeful. So we are just leaving it in God's hands and taking it one day at a time. So obviously I did not want to be home today and tomorrow, but thankfully it is Thursday, so I can have today, tomorrow to rest, and the whole weekend, and then get back on Monday. We have our big 1920s day that we do every year, because our social studies curriculum hits on the 1920s, not all the way up till the 60s, I believe. And so we like to have them in an immersive, experience and simulations. And so we're going to do that. I have a whole video. I think I might have 2 videos, but I'll link them here, of 1920s day in the past couple years. And so I'm glad and grateful that my team is just incredible. Grateful for days of rest, even though I feel like poo. I would much rather be at work, but it is what it is, and you got to listen to your body. So I love you guys, and I'm sorry that this was not a typical week in the life, but I guess in the flu season, this is a typical week in the life for a teacher. Thanks for coming along with me on this crazy week, and I love you guys. If you're not subscribed yet, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up, and click that bell so you can be alerted to all of my episodes that are coming out. And then definitely check out my new Amazon storefront. I would be so appreciative if you would check that out and just support, all the things that I love, and in turn support my classroom and my family. So I love you guys. Life can be messy. We know that is true. Look at this messy bun today, guys. I didn't even, but there's always joy to be found.